Hey guys, welcome back to Draw Along Doodles with Walker. Today we're just going to be doing a simple moth. Now you're going to be able to make some changes and different things to the designs on the wings. I'll show you what I did and then you can change it up from there. So he is taller than he is wide, so it's going to help for me to start with my paper vertical. I'm going to come a little bit above a quarter and I'm going to make an oval that is sideways. Okay. Remember, your goal is to draw lightly. I'm drawing a little bit darker to make it easier for you guys to see. Now, from the middle of that oval, I'm going to draw a straight line down. That way I can really figure out how to center my body. Then, to the left side of that line, I'm going to come out just a little bit and then curve back in to meet the line. All right, I'm going to do a line that is symmetrical. So I'm going to do the same line, just reversed. So I'm going to come out a little bit. And I'm going to curve out and come back in till I meet the corner. Okay, so now I have this lovely start of my moth. I'm going to come and add his two eyes by adding two ovals that are half on and half off of the surface. And I'm going to give him little kind of sockets for his eyeballs to be in. And add his antenna. All right, now from here, I'm going to go and add his wings. His wings are going to be in, almost like he was landing on something and sitting there for a moment. Okay, so I'm going to start right up here by his eye. And I'm not going to go down to the side. I'm going to go down like I'm aiming towards the corner. I won't get exactly at the corner, but I'm going down like I'm aiming at the corner. Okay, and now I'm going to curve the bottom of that triangle down. And then I'll go back up to where his body meets. And I will extend the side to meet that bottom line. So it is going to overlap the body ever so slightly. Okay. Now, let's do the same thing over here, simply reversed. Starting by the eyeball, coming like I'm angling down at the corner of the paper. That seems to be about the same height for that corner. I come down, and then I'm going to go back up. Now that one seems to overlap his body a little bit more. So I'm going to angle that line in a little bit. There we go. Okay, now we're going to do his two underwings. So I'm going to come starting underneath, and then it's going to come out right there with that tip and curve in. So we're making that same candy corn-like bottom. And then out from that corner at the top and curve in for the candy corn bottom. Now you'll notice we see less of these than we see of these, and they're also stopping a little bit higher because those are the smaller wings. All right, so I kind of want to make an eye pattern. So I'm going to come and I'll curve down. Now I'm going to curve up. So I'm making a rainbow. And now I'm going to make it a little bit thicker at the top and a little bit thicker at the bottom. And then I think I'm going to have some kind of gentle spots that are spreading out right there. They're going to be very asymmetrical and very natural. So they won't be perfect circles. And then I'll come in here and I'll add a circle. Then I'm going to add one of those kind of asymmetric spots. Okay. I'm going to come repeat the same thing on this big wing. So I'm going to curve down. Now I'm going to curve up. And I'm going to thicken that up. I'm going to thicken that up. I've got the circle inside. I've got that kind of abnormal spot inside. And then I started with big spots, getting smaller. And then I sprinkled the sizes over here in this corner as I allowed them to get smaller and dissipate going up. Okay, so far I like it. I'd like for there to be something in these bottom wings. So I think I'm going to do something a little bit different than I did there. I'm going to come and add my stripes, but I am going to come and put like a little abnormal dot in several of those. So I'm going in and adding my stripes, and I'm going the reverse because remember, this is really our line of symmetry. So whatever we do on one side, we're doing the same thing, but the mirror image. So we've simply transposed what we had on the other side. There is a really cool thing you can go look up. There are 17 different what are called wallpaper groups, and it's the way that different things either transpose or reflect or rotate, and very, very cool. There's a geometry site online where you can watch them fill the forms out. They're very cool. All right, so now it's time to Sharpie. I'm always worried about the things that could be overlapped, and really right now the eye is the biggest chance for that. And then the head. And then I think that the wings, the overall shape of those big wings, is the next thing that's in danger to get overlapped. So I'll come and get those. And I am going to try to hold my paper still so I can get a nice smooth line. Even though you draw with a sketchy line, it's good to use your smooth line to Sharpie so that you are really getting a clean, clear line and that it's easy for people to look at and understand what's going on. Now, there are times in art when it's appropriate to have it the other way, where it looks very difficult for people to understand. However, in this case, you're making a moth. You'd like people to know it was a moth. All right, I'm gonna come get his body. Okay. And I'm gonna do his antenna with a thicker because they are an important part of him. Okay. Now, I could decide if I wanted to do some of these in thin and some in thick. I think what I'm going to do is I'll do the big stuff in my thick Sharpie. And then I'll kind of get some separation because it will be a different weight of line. And then I'll come in, I'm going to Sharpie these two things because that way they'll be prepared. And then I could come in with my thin Sharpie and get the other small things. There is our lovely spots. And like we said, you can change these up and really do lots of different things as far as your details for your lovely little moth. Now, I do not know what classifies something, the difference between being a moth and a butterfly, but that could be a really good thing for you to go and research and look up. So I look forward to seeing what all of your awesome moths look like. And we hope to see you again soon on Draw Along Doodles with Walker. Happy coloring and drawing, guys!